So recently I opened up the subscriber collection submissions again so we can review a bunch of collections today. We're going to be going over a lot of your collections today again, kind of reviewing them, showing them off. It gives you a good idea of how to maybe change things up in your collection. Now guys, we do have lots of collections to go over today. I do want to go ahead and ask the question of the day before we get started, which is, do you collect in-box or out-of-box? Or do you maybe do a little bit of both? All right, so let's jump into the collections. First up, we have Aiden's collection. So they just have one long shelf, but actually split it into two images here. So it looks like they are a Star Wars fan here. We have some Wicked there. Looks like, I think the entire collection, or at least Wicked for Good. We also have WWE. Then we have a good mix of Harry Potter. We have some Dark Knight, Hamilton in there. We have the Gravity Falls Chase is nice, Wando and Cosmo. And then we also have a big Marvel shelf here. So it looks like you have a pretty wide variety. I like how everything's neat, organized, which is really great. Man, that Cody Rhodes is actually really awesome down there. They did a great job on that mold. Next up, we have Alan's collection here. So we do have a few photos to go over here. So it looks like they have kind of a dresser display here, and then some other, like, I guess, shelves kind of next to them. So all the way in the corner here, I'm seeing a Kento Nanami signature. We have Obanai there, Goku NYCC, both of them. We also have Nobara there, Trafalgar Law. So a lot of different anime ones down there. Also, this is a really nice dresser. Where did you get this? It's really nice. But we also have a lot of anime up here too. Looks like a mix of Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball, a lot of exclusives in there. Is that, oh, that's the Ellie Itachi from the Funko shop. Nice. Also the Ellie Spider-Man, Ellie Hawks there. Wow, you got really lucky on all the Ellies. Good for you. But yeah, we got a Captain Hook. I feel like the Captain Hook just feels out of place compared to all the anime, but either way, really cool. You have a couple of the Hokage Naruto ones, which is great. So yeah, really great little display here. Another photo from them features some of the T-bundles here, which is pretty cool. So we have Perfect Cell. I think that's the Glow. Is that the Glow Goku? Did he come in the T-bundle and then the regular one was separate, or was the Glow one separate? I don't remember. But anyways, you got the Goku, it's really nice. We have some One Piece right here, some of the original pops, which is great. More Attack on Titan, Harley Quinn, another Captain Hook. I'm assuming Captain Hook is one of your favorite Disney characters. We have Monokuma there from Danganronpa, or is it Danganronpa? Never played the game or watched it, so. But yeah, great little collection here. I think we have another photo. Yeah, they have a big collection, as you can see. So this is a lot more of their Naruto, One Piece, as well as Bleach, I'm seeing. Oh, we got some Tokyo Ghoul over here. We got Ken Kaneki and Toka there. Couple chases, which is nice. Oh, you got Charlotte Pudding. Okay, nice little Ellie piece. Rob Lucci there. I'm seeing a lot of value here too. Ellie Naruto signed, which is great. On this next page here, they have this really cool PS5 controller collection. So we have the Ghost of Yote one, God of War. I really thought the God of War one was super lazy personally. I think they could have done more. We also have Astrobot. Then I guess this is just the blue, blue special edition. DualSense, excuse me. Spider-Man 2 one is really nice. Oh, look at all the Sung Jinus there. That's great. We have the Fortnite one, God of War Ragnarok. Then we also have the Astrobot, Death Stranding, as well as the anniversary controllers. So yeah, definitely a really cool controller display. And then they have a couple pops, some Naruto, Resident Evil down here, also more of that. You got to get yourself a Leon Kennedy, but if the original is too expensive, I don't think money's a problem for you. You have a lot of expense. I don't think money's an issue for you. But I was gonna say, if it's expensive for some people, we are getting another Leon Kennedy here within the next few months. So that's a great alternative if you can't afford the original one, because it's pretty expensive because of Resident Evil 9. But anyways, great collection here. I love seeing the Resident Evil. The Yu Yu Hakusho is really nice too. Okay, moving on to Bishop's collection here. We have a couple photos. So looks like they are a big Marvel fan here. I'm seeing some Thor Love and Thunder there. Ooh, not a lot of people have this Hulk and Bruce Banner with the like Gray Skull Hulk in the back, which is great. Deadpool and Chimichanga Truck is really nice. What else? We got some Venom in here, Symbiote, got Red Goblin, a couple chases, which is nice. The Punisher's really cool. Sorry guys, photos are a little bit blurry, but we can still make out what the pops are. Beta Ray Bill, King Daredevil there, a lot of Spider-Man, which is great. And then on the next photo here, they have some of the bigger pops from What If, a couple of the Deadpool Biddy ones, and then a bunch more like Deadpool pops. And then the Marvel Zombies and Captain America Brave New World. I don't remember much about that movie. I feel like I gotta go back and watch it. And then what are these? Are these the, are these amiibos? Are those what those are? And then I think this is fine. Dog from Entertainment Earth. Was that a U2's or some other kind of figure? But either way, great collection. Love to see it. Next up, we have a Gauge's collection here. So it looks like they have some 10-inch pop action up here. Zombie thing with that con sticker is really cool. Then we have a huge, just huge out-of-box display, which is always great. Man, immediately noticed this Phineas. Just hauntingly staring at me, which is just so scary. What do we got over here? So we have a good mix of a lot of different things. We have some Marvel, some ad icons and foodies, Caitlin Clark, G.I. Joe. We have some 8-bit ones. Stitch sleeping is kind of cute. We have the out-of-box Pikachu, which is great. What else we got? Joker Deceased pen. Wow, not a lot of people talk about these anymore. This is not one of their best products, but some people do like them. Batman Unmasked there, which is cool. What do we got? The Pops with Purpose Stormtrooper. Dwight Schrute over there, which is pretty cool. I still never watched the Isekai here for this. I forgot to. It kind of makes me want to go watch it now. As well as the Phineas and Ferb collection I was just mentioning earlier. We are getting another collection soon with Doofenshmirtz, Candace, and some more characters. Oh, we got the Home Alone set, which is great. I love that so much. Don't see a lot of those in these videos. Freddy Funko there. We have some sodas. Marvel, DC, the, Little Sweet, is that his name? I think that's his name. A lot more Batman, which is cool. We got Sid with Woody and Buzz. Oh, that's actually a really nice pop there. Cool. And then I think that's probably supposed to be a deluxe, but it's just so tiny. It's literally almost as tall as the regular Black Adam pop, which is just crazy. Okay, last shelf here, we have some Demon Slayer, Marvel, a bunch of Star Wars, Symmetra from Overwatch, Daredevil cover, Drew McIntyre, Superman DIY, and then looks like a little bit more Marvel and Star Wars. So great collection. I really love the display and everything you did here, and the shelves are really cool too. So quick pause in the video here, guys. I actually want to let you know that I'm having a pretty big Whatnot show this coming weekend, the 18th, over at 4 p.m. EST. You guys can always use the sign up link down below to get a free $15 off your first purchase over on Whatnot. I'm gonna have a lot of Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh! Funko Pops, and a couple other miscellaneous things. I'll have a 10-inch Deanne in there if anybody's looking for that, among many crazy giveaways. So if you guys want to tune into that, check out the links down below, but let's get back to the video. Next up, we have George's collection here. So this was one of the best photos he sent over, so I wanted to check this out. All the way at the top, I am noticing a bonsai tree, as well as the U10 Rico moment, which is cool. But all of the shelves individually are split up into that specific anime. So on the first shelf, we have a Chainsaw Man here. So it looks like you stuck to, I guess, one character per, which is really great. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what you're going for or you're just utilizing the space you have, but I think that's a great way to go about it if you're not looking to collect the entire set. Just pick the specific one that you do like, and that Aki one was a great choice. Then we have solo leveling here, which is really great, mixed in with some Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer here with the Tanjiro diecast, nice. Star Wars shelf here, Dragon Ball shelf, the Goku Angel Wings with the Frieza with the Halo are great choices. That Super Boo is really awesome too. And then we have some K-pop Demon Hunters, Don to Don, a couple bobbleheads, My Hero Academia here, Attack on Titan, Frieren. Oh, you don't have Frieren herself. Where's Frieren? The main character, it's named after her. Are you waiting for like the flower crown or do you like the LE piece? Let me know in the comments below. And then lastly, it looks like, I guess a mix of different characters. Fortnite, we have some Frozen there. Is that Forrest Gump? I think Wednesday. I'm trying to make these out. We got Anya, Jinx, as well as Killer. You have a really great collection here. I like the way that you utilize this shelf, especially with the puck lights there to kind of highlight everything, and everything's so neat and organized. This looks great. Next up, we have a couple photos from Gustavo here. So really use the space that he had here to his advantage. So we have a lot of things here. Our first One Piece Lego ship. Reason that is kind of funny is because in my last video, I think I spotted like 8 or 9 in people's collections that they sent over. As you can see, there's a lot of different Lego like sets here, which is really cool. And keep in mind, you guys can send anything you want. As long as it pertains to collectibles, you can send in comic books, Lego sets, any kind of toys you collect. It doesn't just have to be Funko Pops. We can check out all kinds of things in these videos. Next photo here kind of highlights mainly a little Sonic collection here. which is pretty cool. Looks like a Sonic little like Lego set or whatever that is, which is neat. We got the Werehog, a couple out-of-box items, and then a little bit of Hunter x Hunter mixed in with the Mashal there. I gotta go ahead and assume that Shadow the Hedgehog is your favorite character here, which Shadow is great. Love Shadow. Another photo from this collection features a lot more Marvel here. We have some anime kind of mixed in, a little Gremlins cover. The Homer Hedge is pretty funny. Star Wars there with some DC. We got a SpongeBob over there with Mr. Potato Head, and then a lot more Star Wars down here. Now the final photo here features their giant anime display, so a lot of One Piece here to unpack. We also have a bunch of different autographs, so it looks like Goku, Vegito, the Super Saiyan God Vegeta, as well as Beast Gohan, and then we also have Peely, El Chavo, Rexplode, Red Hawk, Luffy, Chase, Zoro sign, which is pretty cool. Lots of out-of-box like figures. We have some, I guess, like little prints there. Mixed in with Funko Pops. What is this Zoro? And why does he look traumatized? I just saw the big eyes first, which is kind of funny, but it's a cool little figure. Next shelf here is a lot more One Piece. We got a little bit of manga mixed in the display, which is cool. Same thing here, but with a devil fruit. And then we have an autograph there, which is pretty neat. What else we got? A bunch of Demon Slayer here mixed in with the cover for Volume 8 with Rengoku, which is nice. Then we have like little, again, I don't want to call these Lego because I don't think they're Lego, but what would these be called? Just like a knockoff version of Lego or something like that. But either way, they're cool. What else we got? A bunch more Dragon Ball and My Hero Academia down here. A lot of the out-of-box really cool molds like that Gogeta, Broly Vegito, and Majin Vegeta. Just picked this one up recently for my collection. And then a little bit of more JJK and a Nico Robin down there. Next up, we have Jacob's collection here. So we have a good little Naruto out-of-box display, which is really cool. A couple 6-inch pops up top, Hokage wall, all displayed together. And then we have like, I guess, some manga volumes down here, which is great. And then looks like the box set and a couple more pops. So great little Naruto display. I think this is one of the coolest photos they sent over. So it's Zabuza there with his blade, and then they kind of centered the pop under the curve there, and it just makes for a great display. And then the last Naruto photo here, I guess, features the rest of the collection here. Do you have duplicates of the Hokage ones? Because I swear we just saw them at a box here, so yeah, that's why I was a little surprised. But either way, really cool. You have pretty much majority of the set, if not all of them by now. Well, actually, I think you might be missing the newer Susanoo ones, maybe Sasuke and Itachi. And then maybe a couple more, but yeah, the Naruto set's huge in general. So this is a big accomplishment regardless if you don't have all of them. Really great Naruto collection here. Keep at it. You will have all of them one day. I mean, they keep making them, but good luck to you. Okay, so I just had to feature Jake here for a specific reason. Totally not because he had my channel here. Subscribe. No, but seriously guys, this was a really cool looking display. I love the LED lights here, the giant TV in the middle, pops mixed in with some cards in the display. You got a PlayStation there, Pokeball, some manga, a little Death Note collection here, out of box with the case there, Annie there, Meliodas Chase, Yuta and Rika, Pokemon cards, Wii games. Like, this is a really cool display. I would love walking into this every single time, like in my own little display cave. Like, me and Bailey were thinking about buying a house this year, and we've been looking at houses, and the next office I will actually really try. Like, I just don't want to put a bunch of holes in the wall, like in the places we move, because then I got to fill them later, and it's not a permanent place where we're living, obviously. But yeah, I would love to do something crazy like this. But yeah, let's go over their collection really quick. Man, the LED lights, just the different like rainbow colors bouncing off the pops is so cool. So we do have a Sonic display down here, which is cool. Then we have a bunch of One Piece pops, which leads into Jujutsu Kaisen up here. I think that's Ed, and Eddie with some One Piece mixed in. And then we have Solo Leveling here, which is great. Kaiju number 8. You have a lot of sets here. So I'm going to try to spend some time, but also go fast because, again, there's a lot. We have Naruto here, which leads down into the bottom. You have, I think, yeah, you have Sasuke and Madara. I'm not seeing Itachi, though. Itachi's super expensive, so I don't blame you. Then out of box here, you have some of the My Hero ones, as well as 7 Deadly Sins. A couple signed ones on display in the front with some cards on either side. Really cool. The Umbreon back there is really nice. Manga there. And then on the other side, we have Attack on Titan, which leads into Chainsaw Man. Huge Dragon Ball display, huge My Hero Academia display. And then we have a bunch of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh there. This is like really impressive. Definitely one of the cooler displays I've seen, and it's very organized and neat. Though I can't imagine dusting all that. That's gotta be a nightmare. That's why I switched to white shelves. It's much easier to dust them because you can't see the dust as much. But this is amazing. Definitely one of my favorite collections ever sent in. Next collection we have is Jason's here. So giant One Piece display here. So are these the Display Geek ones? I know they sell some like these, or maybe you got them somewhere else, but I swear these are the Display Geek ones. So I'm assuming you ran into the issue looking at this, is that some of the molds do not let you put the boxes behind them. I gotta assume because they might be wider on the back and there's not enough space to put the boxes in there without the pops kind of leaning over the edge. That's what I'm assuming as to why certain boxes aren't on the shelves, or maybe they're just too big for them, like, you know, in Kaido's case, or Big Mom, or like the Brook, for example, because those have those bigger 6-inch deluxe boxes. But either way, this looks really cool. It's very neat and organized, and looks like you're still filling in slots to complete the entire set. Another One Piece collection we have comes from Jeff here, so it looks like they're also utilizing some puck lights there. They got Kaido in the middle, which is really nice, and a Luffy figure up there. Looks like this is a mix of Wano and then Egghead there, which is pretty cool. And I believe they said that they were working on a shelf down here, so they might submit that next time. You're fully welcome to if you'd like to submit again. And then up here, we have another Lego Going Merry there. So I think that's the second or third one in today's video. But either way, really cool use of the shelf here. I think it's very neat and nice. Next up, we have JK Bridges collection here. So it looks like they are a huge anime fan like myself, and they have a really cool collection. A couple things to show in here. So all the way at the top, I'm seeing some Fairy Tail with One Piece. Then we also have some of the One Piece covers, the Chroma. I'm still debating if I want to get that one and replace. Well, actually, I only have the glow one, so maybe I'll get it and maybe put it above or something. I'll see. We got some Chainsaw Man in there, My Hero, the Hokage Deluxe. I'm seeing a lot of Naruto and One Piece mostly today, but a good mix of My Hero too. Some Attack on Titan right here. Fire Fort, do you only like Arthur? I think you only like Arthur. Kaido Dragon, couple One Piece ships, or just, I guess, just the one with the Zoro vs. King moment, some other moments, a lot of My Hero. Looks like that's your biggest collection almost. And then a couple other miscellaneous like Naruto down here. I'm seeing some Kaiju over here. And then one of your next photos, yeah, so we have like a front view here, I guess, where you game. Got some candy there, okay. We have some Bleach here, which is really nice. Oh, it looks like it's all Bleach with some video games. And then here's that side shelf, which has another Lego Going Merry. I'm telling you, they always pop up in these videos. And then we have a Kaiju number 8 with Demon Slayer and Sword Art Online collections. And then some swords in the background, which is really neat, actually. I love when people have swords in their displays. All right, next up we have Cara or Cara, I can't remember. She said in her email, then usually I have to clear out the emails right after I do these videos, only because they take up a lot in my inbox, and I have other important emails that come through there too. So I'm sorry, but I think it was Cara. I think it was Cara, but if I have that wrong, I'm so sorry. Nonetheless, really cool collection here. There's all kinds of different things. So we have like some prints hanging. We have some like, I guess, Funko Pop prints, which is kind of cool. Looks like you're a big Power Ranger fans too, so that's like, I guess, them through the ages, which is really cool, and different designs and all that from different shows. We have some Lego figures here, little Winter Soldier, bunch more Power Ranger stuff, Captain America and Red Skull, Dorbs. You don't see a lot of Dorbs. Some sodas here, which is pretty cool. More Marvel here. And we got some Pez. Okay, you don't see a lot of Pez either. A little keychain of Batman Robot, MTV Music Television, and then I think you had one more photo. Yeah, the other side here. So it features some Funko sodas, more of the like Rangers there, which is pretty cool. Are these like split Funko Pops here? Oh, is this like art maybe you did? I guess? Or, I don't know. Where did you buy them? Or if you do the art, it's pretty cool. Then we have proof that Tony Stark has art. Then we also have some more Funko sodas there. Oh, and the those aren't the Funko sodas. Those are the Rewinds. Yeah, the Rewinds. I forgot they even did those, man. We also have these cool little evolution figures of War Turtle, Charmander, and Ivysaur there. A couple more Funko sodas. But yeah, really cool collection. Thank you so much for submitting. I actually really like the little artwork you kind of displayed with it. Next up, we have Kareem's collection here. So a little bit of autographs in the front here. We have Okarun, Killua, Maj Vegeta, Matt Murdock there, Sting, more Spider-Man, which is pretty cool. We have an Anakin Skywalker. I like that Goku black figure that's kind of manga shaded. That's really nice. What are these little guys? Okay, so I know that's from Naruto, but I don't know what these are. Really great collection, Kareem. Thank you so much for sharing. The only suggestion I would say is maybe if you can get like a floating shelf to display those autograph ones better, and then you can see the pops behind them too. So here we have King Peely's collection, which is just My Hero Academia and FNAF, it seems. That is just dedication, man. You used every inch of these shelves, and I respect that so much, because shelves do not come cheap. Wow. We have like an entire Ochako shrine here. This is crazy. This is so much money, and there's like so many different little figures. We have like little acrylic things, I think, mixed in there, prints, keychains, pops, statues, Funko sodas. Wow. Stars and Stripe figure, which is cool. We also have Hawks, Tomura. There's so many like names that are going through my head. We have just so much. A couple grails over here, some sign pops, which is great. Wow, we get some manga in the background. Obviously, you're a huge My Hero fan. And over here, this is just like a lot of different FNAF figures and like little statues and collectibles, which is cool. Yeah, great collection. Like I said, you really, really utilized this space the best you can. Wow. That's all I really, wow. All right, next here, a little bit of a smaller collection from Liam here. Looks like they collect a few different things. So we have some Marvel mixed in there, as well as we have Apex Legends Gibraltar. I'm assuming that's the character you use. We have Avatar Miles, Jack Sparrow in there, Monsters at Work, Chainsaw Man, SpongeBob there, Ripped Pants. So great little collection, Liam. Make sure to keep at it, and you could definitely, you know, mix it up, get some wall shelves as you continue to grow. I don't know if this is the only space you have, you know, if you're still looking to collect or if you're newer to collecting, but thank you so much for sharing. Next here we have Mario's collection, so another big one-piece display here. I like that you have all the Luffys kind of like on top there of the wanted posters, which is a really neat little addition, so that's really cool. Oh, and then I didn't even see Bonnie there. And then we have some of the Frankies there, some of the Ellie, Sanji, and Charlotte. Sorry, the picture's a little blurry, but it's so much One Piece that you could kind of make it out, so I used it. A couple more exclusives over here. Kuma, we have the Ivankov chase, so really cool. So they did have more photos here, so I guess these are like wanted posters of the Lego. Were they giving these out, or were these for sale? I feel like I remember these, or this might be something custom. Maybe my memory's wrong, but either way, that's really cool. So we have another Lego One Piece, not the Going Merry, but it is related. That is the Baratier, like the Lego one, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have a good out of box here. So I guess you're actually not fully in box. You just like certain ones in box, because this was a big in-box display, but then you have a ton out of box here. And then one last photo from them for One Piece here, just another huge display, good mix of in-box and out of box there. Oh, is that a wanted poster with your name on it? That's actually really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Next photo here comes from Mika. So they collect all kinds of different things. So we have a Marvel shelf here with some Lego figures. Then we have, I guess, like kind of a mix of video games and other animation characters, Kuromi and SpongeBob there. Then we also have, is that Simba from The Lion King, I think? A couple of Bitty Pops here, different Disney characters, which is really nice. We have other little figures mixed in. Are these like little like glass pieces, which is cool. Notorious B.I.G. album, a couple anime ones mixed in with some other things, like the Jimmy Neutron. And then I guess a good mix of like animation and live action here too. We got Bart Simpson, Miss Piggy, a couple Power Rangers, the Count. That freaking Cookie Monster is so funny. Animal there. That is the animal, right? I don't know all my Muppets, but I think that's the animal. And that's Abby Kadabi? Is that Abby? Is that her name? I think it is. And then we have Elmo there, which is really great. And I think he had one more shelf down here. Yeah, good mix of anime here and a little Stitch figure. Thank you so much for sharing your collection, Mika. Super neat. I love it. Next up, we have Might's collection. I think that's how you pronounce that. So another big one-piece display here. We got a nice little live action poster in the back with some of the live action pops. I actually just picked up this Nico Robin not too long ago. Really cool pop in person. Somebody asked me if I was going to get the Miss All Sunday. I think I want to wait for an anime one, genuinely. I don't really want to collect any of the live action one. It's just not for me. Like I said in previous video, I tried watching it, wasn't for me. So I'll leave the pops to other people. But yeah, I would love to see an anime Miss All Sunday. I was really hoping we were going to get one. Then we got that new Luffy here, which looks awesome out of box. They did a great job designing that. Hopefully it's just not too breakable. Gear 5 over there throwing lightning, couple figures mixed in. A little bit of a lewd boa, I see you. All right, then we got Zoro, Nico, Robin there, some pops of them next to each other. Oh, actually, they had one more picture here where they have kind of like a wanted poster collage here with a Luffy, Sanji kneeling at Boa. That's awesome. That's Boa statue is really great too. So go ahead and check out Rasheed. Is that how you say your name? I'm sorry if I'm butchering some of these names. It almost looks like this room is like in a clock tower or something. Like I've never seen walls like that before, but then there's like this little window right here. Can you see out of that? Like, it's interesting. But it's a really cool space too. And then you kind of put like is that like cotton filler, I guess, on the ceiling there. And I'm assuming you maybe have lights up there or something, because I've seen people do like emulate like cloud detail, I guess, almost is what you're going for. Also, I gotta know what is this Rick and Morty? It looks like Rick and Morty, but I could be mistaking it for something. I think it's Rick and Morty. Nonetheless, lots of sets here. We have Hunter x Hunter here, Black Clover set, wow, Inuyasha's that big. I don't know why I thought it was that big, but mixed with Attack on Titan and Korra, a lot of the bigger One Piece and rides and like deluxes and all that. A couple more over here mixed in with Naruto. Then we have Chainsaw Man, some Spy Family, Avatar, Kaiju, Solo Leveling, and Dandadan with Death Note, as well as Sakamoto Days. And then over at the top, you have a huge Simpsons display. This has got to be your biggest collection here. And some Diablo pops. I love Diablo. Diablo 3 was one of my favorite games of all time. Now, they do have a few more photos here, so I am thinking now that that last artwork was Rick and Morty, because you have some Futurama like artwork here. And, you know, they're both very popular animation shows that have similar like jokes and all that. So I think that was Rick and Morty. But lots more pops here. Good Lord. Another little tiny, what's with the tiny windows? I don't understand why they, like, was this how the house was originally built, or was this an addition? I have questions. Nonetheless, yes, that pretty much confirms it with the pops. Rick and Morty, that was Rick and Morty artwork. A lot of miscellaneous anime here. Bleach, Attack on Titan, some Tokyo Ghoul. We also have Trigun in there, Jujutsu Kaisen, big Pokemon display. Rick's ship is really cool down there. Man, this Lilith pop, I was looking at the other day. I bought some pops from a friend for one of my next Whatnot shows. This pop is like $60 now. All right, so over here, they actually have a big South Park and Bob's Burgers display, which is pretty cool. Then we have more Rick and Morty pops and a few more Pokemon with Marvel Zombies. Another huge wall of pops here. You have way more pops than me, I will say. I think I used to have somewhere around this range at one point. I've significantly downsized. I pretty much halved my collection from what it was. Actually, I think even my collection at its max, you had more. Now that, like, looking at all of these and thinking back to the other photos, yeah, you probably have like way more than I ever did. Wow, this is just dedication. I love the individual shelves here. It looks so neat. And you really utilize this slant space very well to the best of your ability. And then you kind of stacked it with like different figures here, which is a nice little touch to kind of fill in that little gap where you couldn't put a pop. I really like that. But yeah, huge collections. Dragon Ball, Naruto there, One Piece, Demon Slayer, some Deadpool, and other like little miscellaneous things. Yeah, really cool. And I think they have one more photo. Yes, another huge display. 2 TVs. This man's just showing off at this point. All the money, all the money. We have some of the, oh, these are cool, the Reese's Puff boxes from the Dragon Ball collab. And looks like you collect like different energy drinks from different franchises, which is pretty neat. All kinds of different things. We have some G Fuel in there. The Spyro one's really cool. Bob Ross is pretty funny. Some different artwork, Frieza and Gohan. Then we have some of the giant album covers. All kinds of different statues here. Man, this is an awesome collection. Wow. Some Dragon Balls with a Shinron plushie. Pickle Rick. I love that. Father Son Kamehameha. Wow. Yeah, you have such an amazing room here. Like, I would love to actually go there and like see this in person. That would be so crazy to see something like of this magnitude in person. This is insane. Well, guys, that was another subscriber collection review video. We checked out some pretty crazy collections today, like genuinely, especially that last one. That was probably one of the biggest collections I've ever seen. That was insane. And there's so much time and dedication and money that you guys put into your collection. So I really do appreciate you sending them over for me to check out. It always gives me inspiration. It gives other people inspiration. And I know you guys really love watching these videos. So seriously, thank you so much for supporting them. Thank you for sending in your collections. And again, you guys have amazing collections.